Good morning. Welcome to the operational briefing for the Gann incident, operational period August 11th to August 12th, 0700 to 0700. My name is Mark Thomas, Planning Section Chief for the Gann incident. Please mute your cell phones, turn down your radios, and take all sidebar conversations outside of the briefing area. We'll begin with our management objectives. Provide for the safety and welfare of the public and emergency personnel at all times. Protect property, improvements, and infrastructure. Ensure costs are aligned with mission priorities. Ensure coordinated, timely, and accurate release of public information. Continue to enhance and maintain positive relationships with all local partners, cooperators, and stakeholders. Protect economic, natural, cultural, and heritage resources. And coordinate suppression repair with resource management priorities. Our control objectives. Keep the fire within the current fire perimeter. And now our current situation with night operations.
Good morning, Cold Prayer Night Operations. So yesterday on the fire, all the evacuation orders and warnings were dropped on the incident. So with that said, into the night last night, the priorities were customer service, and then the big thing was attention to detail across the incident and being stewards, trying to get the fire better than when we left it on the fire grounds out there. So starting off in Branch 5, down by the lake, right there in Division Echo. Utilizing the UAS, crews were able to go in there. We got that 500-foot mark, but the big thing was that seek and destroy and targets of opportunity to get anything that's left, any heat, well interior. Also, anything FSR related, focusing on any fence to be fixed, any dozer line, anything on that incident on that branch that they can go put in place so they can relay that to the FSR for today's operational period. Going over into the homes, the Circle 20 area, with the folks getting repopulated back in there, the calls for service. So we had one last night. The troops went out there, just a smoking log, but just that was one of the things we were focused on last night to make sure all those residents, as they got back, repopulating their homes, that we had engines, local unit resources there to help them out. PG&E continued doing their utility project, making sure all of the telephone wires, posts, anything they need to do in there, that critical infrastructure, that they have that in place also as well before, and working with the team. They'll be in that area again today. Going over into Branch 15, again, crews utilizing the UAS, going well interior past that 500-foot mark, and then identifying any of that hose that's left out there, working on the roads, and then watering the roads, everything back into the Heald and the Hogan Dam Road back in that area. So it's looking really good. Going over into FSR, again, making sure all the dozer line that we put in there, any hand line, anything that's fire related, and then the big thing is fixing fences, and then identifying anything they could relay so that way we put the finishing touches on it. And a report. Hope you guys have a safe day.
Weather with our incident meteorologist.
Good morning, Jacob Zanker. IMET. Today is going to be a continuation of hot and dry conditions, but we're starting to see more moderation in those temperatures and RH values. ICP got down to 64 degrees this morning, so that is almost 10 degrees cooler than we were on Sunday. And we're looking for the high temperatures today to be in the mid to upper 90s, so shouldn't see those triple digits out there today. We had fair RH recoveries last night into the 40s, and we're looking for them to get down into the lower 20s this afternoon. We're going to keep the sun most of the day today with a few clouds. We'll be seeing some moisture start to move in tonight, so I expect partly cloudy skies and increased RH recovery into the 50s and 60s. So overall, it's still going to be a little bit elevated fire weather today with the heat and dry conditions a little bit higher than normal, but continue to see that step in improvement today. Have a safe shift.
Fire behavior.
Good morning, Ross Dollarhide, Fire Behavior Analyst. So yeah, the conditions are starting to improve, right? We've come out of that long period of excessive heat, but don't let that bias your outlook for today. We started this incident with historic values for the fire behavior outputs and historic lows for fuel moistures. While we are starting to see a little bit of change in our fine fuels, especially when we start the day under the cloud cover, tangibly cooler, by the peak of the day, it's going to remain hot and dry, and those fines will remain receptive. Fines being the driver down in this valley environment, take a look up on the foothills. You see a stark transition in the fuels to those coarser fuels, the 100s and the 1,000 hours. Understand that these minorly cooler temperatures will take a long time to start to affect those fuels. They've got a lag. Given that we started at such extreme highs, we're looking 4 or 5 days out until we'll start to see an appreciable change in those larger fuel classes. So just understand we're still in a very dynamic fire environment, and conditions are conducive to supporting a rapid fire spread.
Safety.
Good morning, Brent Norwine, Safety. Just want to remind everybody out there, we've been on this dirt for a lot of days. Complacency, make sure and monitor your crews. Work to rest cycles is very important, and make sure we stick to that. Sometimes it's good to take a minute to make a minute and take care of people out there. We have a lot of resources demobbing, so please be cognizant of the path and being aware of each other with all these different resources moving in and out with the high traffic here at base. And then also, we have a lot of 12-hour resources, so just be cognizant with all the residents going in and out, as well as our fire resources going in and out of those pathways. Have a safe shift.
Now with our incident assignment, roll call, day operations, and resource unit leader.
Good morning. Erin Nanick with Resources. Branch 1 has been absorbed into Branch 5. Branch 5, Toskini. Randolph trainee. Division Bravo, Labar. Vanderveer trainee. Division Echo, Basic. Division Hotel, Night. Cliff trainee. Division Lima, Hewlett. Love trainee.
Good morning, Tim Richter, Operations. The priorities for Branch 5 today are going to be customer service down in Divisions Lima and Juliet, patrolling the lines that we have established, taking care of any hot spots or any mop-up that needs to be done, and supporting FSR.
Branch 15, Dyer. Division Oscar, Bircham. Gross trainee. Daig trainee. Division Sierra, Dominguez. Page trainee. McTeague trainee.
And the priorities for Branch 15 today, again, are going to be patrolling the lines that we already have, any customer service needs that are out there, and getting down in that Heiser Canyon area and making sure that's all nice and buttoned up, and backcalling any unused or unwanted supplies and materials out on the line.
Fire suppression repair, Morse. Peterson. FSR 1, Altamirano. Ellsbury. FSR 2, Beckman. Talamantes.
Fire suppression repair will be working throughout the entire incident. Most of their work is done up in Echo and Bravo, so most of their main focus is going to be down on the lower end of the incident, working on roads, grading, getting out there and finding dozer lines and fixing those. So folks, if you don't need to be driving on those roads, keep your traffic down to a minimum so we don't have to go back and redo work that we already did. Have a great shift. Be safe out there, and this thing's winding down. We really want to give this incident back to the unit better than the way we found it. So have a good shift and be safe. Thank you.
Air operations.
Good morning, Justin McCurdy with Air Operations. Today available at Columbia is Copter 602. They'll be our committed day hoist helicopter and available for water dropping. If we get an IA fire, the TCU air to ground primary is air to ground 1. End report. Thank you.
Medical plan.
Good morning, Angel Hendry, Medical Unit Leader. Today we will be supporting the incident with 9 line EMTs and medics, 2 12-hour line ambulances, 1 12-hour ambulance here in camp. We also have CalMat and MERT. CalMat will be placed right inside the front gate. They are there to assist you with any of your medical needs. MERT is right out behind me with the CDCR crews. If you turn to page 17 in your IAP, you will find the 206 medical plan. If you have a line emergency, please utilize box 6, follow the 9 line, and utilize the injury reporting procedure so that we can get you the resources you need. Thank you.
Communications.
Good morning, John Brooks, Communications Unit Leader. Today your 205 is on page 18 in your IEP, so do me a favor and turn there. I want to point out something. You'll notice there's There's some white spaces in between the assigned TAC channels. If you have channels in your radio, but they are not identified in the 205, you are not to use those channels. Those have been released. They're going to be starting use those on other incidents. So please follow that 205 and what's identified in your 204s. Remaining on CDF Command 12, Tones 2 and Tone 3. For your divisional assignments, Division Bravo on VTAC 11, Division Echo VTAC 12, Division Hotel VTAC 13, Division Lima on CDF TAC 27, Division Oscar on CDF TAC 29, Division Sierra CDF TAC 31, and for Fire Suppression Repair, Group 1, CDF TAC 32, and Group 2 will be on CDF TAC 34. Have a good day.
Logistics.
Good morning, Brian Louise, Logistics. Just a couple items for you. Last laundry drop-off is going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, with a pickup Thursday morning. Last fuel available in camp will be Thursday at noon. And then when we make our way over to DMOB, please, we ask that you be on time. Not early, not late, but on time. We do have a very tight window. Thank you. Have a good day.
Our training specialist.
Good morning, Anthony Masuko, Training Specialist. Please refer to page 19 of your IAP for the training message. All trainees, very important message. Tomorrow at 0900 hours is the last day to stop by the training shop to validate your training record. So please stop by early today or after your shift this evening. And please bring a task book evaluation record and a 225. And if you're recommended for qualification, make sure it states that on your task book evaluation record and your 225, and we'll get you closed out. CAL FIRE trainees, QMS, if you are initiated in QMS, place that request for feedback to your evaluator. Make sure that they are completing that, and then come see us and we'll close you out. Have a safe shift.
Public information.
Good morning, Jahida Saragosa with Public Information. If you can please turn to page 23 of your IAP, I have some updated numbers for you. For acres, 10,339. Once again, the acres are 10,339. We are at 90% containment, and total personnel, we are at 1,557. If you or your crews get approached by the media or the public with any questions, please refer them to our media number on top of the information page, our CAL FIRE webpage, or the link tree. Please also familiarize your crews and yourself with the CAL FIRE social media policy as well as the California media law. I do want to note our PIO trailer is scaling down. So if you have any lost and found items, please come find us at our PIO trailer across Supply. Today is also the last day of mailing services. If you have any letters that you would like to mail out, expecting any packages, please come find us at our PIO trailer located across Supply. Thank you and have a good shift.
Thank you. And now closing comments with our incident commander.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Keith Sadama. I'm one of your unified incident commanders here on the Gann incident. So the fact that we are at 90% contained and all of our evacuation orders and road closures have been lifted is a direct testament to the really strong interagency coordination that we've had from the start to finish of this incident. But the work is not done. My ask of you today is that you go out there and you remain as engaged as you were on your first shift of this incident so we can truly bring it to full closure and hand back a really good package to the Tuolumne Calaveras unit. I appreciate everything that's been done up to this point. Continue to look out for one another, stay sharp, and have a productive day. Thank you.
Now, a few reminders. Please remember to attend your branch and division breakouts up here at the front of the stage. Any unassigned resources, meet with a resource unit leader at the side of the stage. Our next planning meeting will be tonight at 1800 hours, and our next operational briefing will be here at 0700 hours tomorrow morning. Don't forget to unmute your cell phones, turn up your radios, and have a safe shift.